All right, but yeah, we are live. I mean, we can start rolling whenever.
Yeah, no, that works. That works. I mean, let's
That's
wait a
pretty
few minutes
cool.
just to get in there, just in case somebody is really waiting on it. But
For sure, for sure.
um,
Man, I think this is easily my worst fantasy year ever.
I
Easily.
mean, I don't want to say this, but like when you first joined TMH, I was like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" But now I'm like, Jared's back.
Yeah, I know. At least I
Welcome.
had two big DFS wins. Otherwise, it would have been a bad year.
Yeah, I mean, you're still standing by your statement that you might be the best team not to make the playoffs. So I mean, you did win, not convincingly,
No,
but you
no.
won.
Yeah, I had what, one touchdown?
Yeah,
Elliott
but
had a
I'm
touchdown.
assuming I
That
didn't
was
even
it.
look at your matchup, but you lost Taylor, what, like 6 seconds into that game?
Yeah, his
So,
first touch, he had a high ankle sprain. Yeah.
yeah, which, woe was your team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as if some people don't watch us, I'll intro it real quick for you guys. Hopefully you did hop in if you're not, but hey, we are in week 1 of fantasy football. Fuck, I don't know, episode 22, maybe
22?
23?
Yeah, something like
20,
that.
22, my number. It's 22. First week of the playoffs. A lot of things in the NFL, man. What a crazy week. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We're just going to be BSing for a little while, but also breaking down those matchups, looking at week 2. So the semifinals of fantasy football for the winners and losers, looking at the Sacco as well. We'll have a Sacco of Bones. No, not Bones. Sorry. Kraft versus Muse. So that'll be fun. A little breakdown there. See which team is the shittiest. Other than that, like I said, we're just gonna be BS and hopefully people pop on, give us some shit. If not, Crush and I will just give you guys shit. So there
Yeah,
we go.
yeah, there you go.
Awesome. But yeah, as you said, yeah, I mean, down year. I was actually talking to Shane this morning at the gym. He said all of his leagues he's in. I think he's in at least he's in 4. He didn't make the playoffs in any of them. So you
Ouch.
know, I don't know. It goes back to the adage of like how much luck is there versus how much like strategy. Because here's a question for you. So Shane said he drafted basically the same teams, right? So he was high on the guys. Like let's just say he's high on 5 guys, and he stays with the same 5 guys across the teams that he drafts. What's your thoughts on that? Do you do that, or do you
No,
kind of like to spread it out?
spread it out. And this, I think that's why I lost this year, right? We were saying right as we were going live or before I started recording that this is the first year where I'm gonna lose, not make a profit across my 6 to 9 leagues that I do each year, and it's largely because I had early picks, right? I took McCaffrey, I took Taylor in a ton of leagues, and it didn't pay off. Right, but no, I like to spread out my picks. Right, if I'm high on a guy like Jackson, right, that year, me taking him in 4 leagues or having him in 4 leagues out of 9 that year, I think that was high. That was me taking a big chance on him. Right, I
Right.
like to spread it out. Right, I do the very. It's kind of like a mathematical or shotgun approach where you're gonna win one of these leagues, right?
Yeah, I know. I think I think I probably go in with that same intention as you would be doing,
Yeah,
but I falter on it, right? I don't.
yeah.
I probably end up drafting most of the same teams because have tunnel vision on certain guys. But like I said, I was intentional in TMH of not drafting McCaff or sorry, not drafting Taylor because I had Taylor in another league, and obviously, thankfully, I listened to that because
Absolutely.
I would not be sitting where I am had Taylor been on my team.
No. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you got to spread it out. And that's what makes Dynasty tough because like I'm
Yeah.
only in 2.5 dynasties. One's like a contract kind of league, and I'll have guys that I really like, but yet I don't like them enough to have them 3 times in a league, right? There's just certain players that, I mean, Jackson was the exception, Hopkins was the exception, Le'Veon Bell back in the day was the exception, but yeah,
There's always guys, but
yeah. But you'll lose your
interesting.
ass
All
off,
right.
right? The David Wilson, right? I was huge on him. The Giants, yeah, the Giants
David
running back.
Wilson.
I had him in all
David
my.
Wilson's probably selling like used cars at like Bob's Car Lot on 12th Street, you
Oh,
know?
he's making bank somewhere. He's probably working. He's
No, he's
probably. I
not.
bet he is. I bet him and
Googling it now.
Megatron are doesn't work. Are making bank, selling weed somewhere legally or whatnot.
That's racist. You can't say
But
that.
that's literally what Calvin Johnson's doing. That's why he quit because his business was booming.
Yeah, Wikipedia's got nothing on it besides they want me to give them $2. God damn it, Jimmy Wales! I don't want to give you money. What a just a waste of talent. 2 years in the NFL, 21 games. Gross. Doesn't work. What's that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the post now, trying to send them a good link. I'm not used to streaming on Facebook.
Bones. What a dumbass.
Where does this show up?
Oh, I don't know.
There it is. Okay, it just shows up right on the page. There.
Yeah. Yeah, I click the button.
There. All right.
Yeah, we're right there. Guy.
So should we go through the games?
Yeah, let's break this down. Let's actually do it. We're gonna change it up. Took us 21 episodes. We're changing it up. We're not gonna start with my matchup. Let's look at Tony's matchup versus Daryl.
Oh God.
Pretty easy. Tony's gonna have the most points for at least of the active teams that played this week. Pretty handily beat Daryl. Again, Daryl put up a Daryl week. Yeah, let's start with you. What are your thoughts, man? I mean, he had.
Did you watch the Vikings game?
Oh Jesus, I told Shane this morning. Yeah, what a game. I don't know.
I've gone back and forth on this question whether the NFL is rigged to any extent. I'm back on that bandwagon again. Like I legit think there are hands in the
that's
back.
crap.
No, man, there are certain games that are
it's not rigged. It's not rigged because they took 2 touchdowns away from the Vikings, defensive touchdowns.
That's the point, right? I think someone lost a fuck ton of money on this game.
So you think they tried to rig it for the Colts?
Correct.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Anyway, moving on from this one, right? He had Cousins who was, God, was he quarterback 1? It doesn't show it on here. You got to go on mobile.
Allen had more.
Allen had more, yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, back-to-back 400-yard games for Cousins.
500 yards.
Just insane. I mean, KJ Osborne looked phenomenal next to Jefferson, and like the Colts were like going after Jefferson all game too. It was the weirdest game to watch and listen to. I listened to the first half on the road. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if Cousins can keep, a third 400-yard game going against the Giants. I don't think so, but at least it's at home.
I don't think so, yeah.
So you probably roll him still, right? You still play him.
I think, absolutely. I'm not. Tony should make a move there, but the Giants are just a better team too. I don't think that. 460 yards is not sustainable. So.
Yeah. He was quarterback 3. Yeah, he was quarterback 5 last week versus Detroit. Quarterback 3 this week, behind I assume Mahomes and Allen.
Yeah, John's saying he agrees with you on the chat, and John's drunk probably. You can't be drunk and drive at UPS, John.
It works.
Not big, no way.
It's one of the few things he agrees. Yeah, I gotta keep the chat up. Gosh.
Yeah. No.
You can just talk. You don't have to
game.
talk.
I mean, Daryl made his move. He. Let's look at this. I'm curious on this. So Tom Brady this year, he has been a little bit of a slut for TMH. So he's been passed around. Here's your breakdown of Tom Brady. So we got dating first up back. We got Tony picks him up. Tony drops him a week later. And then Tony picks him up again and then drops him again. And then now Daryl grabs him. Oh, no, hold on. There's more. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. He was drafted by Sam.
Yeah, there you go.
Dropped by Sam. Then picked up by Sam. And then dropped by Sam. So, this guy's been on 3 different teams, just been passed around. But Brady, again, did exactly what you'd want from Brady. Got you 18 points. So,
yeah.
Brady week.
He has had 2 weeks in the last 10 or so where he's been quarterback 12 or better, right? I mean, you should want a top 12, ideally 10 or better quarterback every week. And he's got to be just, you're punting the position if you're playing Brady, right?
You're playing conservative, yeah.
Yeah,
you're checking right at the poker table, that's because you think about it too though, like the fantasy world of saying I have the 11th best fantasy quarterback isn't a relevant conversation because that ebbs and flows every week, right? Like you're right, you actually probably want ideally if you have a top the no brainer guys you start every week are probably like your top 8, maybe 9, 10, maybe 10.
Maybe.
Like those are the guys you would start every week, no questions asked. But those 11 and 12 guys are streamable, right? Even maybe higher single digits. But going down there, I mean, from Tony's perspective, Miles Sanders, I saw came out and basically he's like, I don't give a shit about your fantasy sports. Like, I'm here to win, even though he had an abysmal game from Miles Sanders' standpoint. So whatever that means. Stevenson looked amazing. Besides that ending of that wild game, that was crazy. Other than that, like I said, not a lot to say. I mean, Tony actually, I talked to him briefly at my kid's Christmas concert, and he said he benched Waddle because of the weather, which turned out to only be a thing late fourth quarter for that Bills game. Waddle had a great game. One huge catch.
The weather isn't worth benching anyone. Like they've
but he's
this. They've done analytics
Evans.
on this.
Yeah, but he's benching him over Evans. It's not like he's benching him for like some random dude. Like Evans is solid.
True. Evans is solid. Tom Brady is terrible right now. Evans has come out and done a 9, 10, 5, 9, 8, 13, right? And that's 13 this week. I don't know. You don't bench your studs, right? In a shootout game, especially. Sure. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter, of course. No, I mean, all in all, like I said, it was not a lot to say from this matchup. I mean, going it down, the Najee thing, honestly, from a Daryl perspective, not a great trade still, but Najee actually, like, from a volume perspective, was definitely startable the whole year, right? I mean...
Oh, no, he started losing snaps, right? I mean, he's only playing 60% of snaps now.
But he's still, for a running back 2, he's still getting good running back 2 numbers, right?
Yeah, it's been touchdowns, right? He has 2, 3, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, in the last 5 games.
For sure, but that's what he is. He's a subpar running back, right, that falls in the end zone.
On a bad team, yeah.
God, look at those shitty receivers Daryl has.
I mean, he was trying to catch the shootout here with Chris Moore because he went big last week. I mean, he got the volume, right? So it wasn't a bad play.
Yeah, a bad play.
But
yeah, no, I mean, injuries killed him. I mean, Jackson was subpar after those first, 4 weeks, and then 3 weeks, I guess, according to this. But then, he had just that with Debo, losing Debo. Debo obviously was not Debo of last year either with McCaffrey in there. So all in all, Daryl will break down to play most likely Cody. I haven't checked anything recently.
Najee is T-Rich 2.0, 100%. 100%.
Yes. Very good, John. Let's give him a like. There you go, John.
Bucks are going to beat I assume this is what John's saying. Bucks are going to beat the Cowboys in the playoffs. I'll give you 2-1 odds and give me the Cowboys. Straight up bets.
Oh God, John. Brady's trash. That's agreed with that, Odie. I still go back. You gotta find that clip of that dude that was ranting about Brady getting into the playoffs. Like Brady's gonna get in the playoffs, and he's gonna play like Brock Purdy, and then he's gonna play like, whoever else. He's gonna fucking
Geno
beat
Smith. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. I don't think that the Bucks are not playing good football.
Oh my God! Did you see he fumbled a handoff in the game? Like he legit had the ball pop out of his hand. Like Brady's just garbage.
John, or whoever follows it closer, John, you probably do. If you're still listening, is Brady coming back next year?
They're not gonna want him.
Well, maybe not. Well, you think they're gonna they're all in on who the hell's that guy they got that? Who's the Bucks backup?
No idea.
Oh, they've had him for a while. Kyle Trask. I don't even know if he's the backup. I think he's the third
string now is what it shows here.
Backup, but Trask is the guy.
Trask. O-line help is the way to the playoffs, and no clue. He said.
No, I don't know either.
Well, maybe.
I never want Brady to retire ever, so still a Brady fanboy. But. No, so anyway, this will shape up as I've mentioned. Or maybe not before we went live, but Tony with this win he'll reseed and he will play Odie. Which interesting enough, if you look at the playoff, you click on the little playoff breakdown deal, it does show Odie had a monster week. So jerk yourself off, Odie. 151 points with the roster you would have probably played. Yeah, he wants to be a Niner. The Niners do not need. We have too many quarterbacks anyway. So Odie actually had a huge week, according to Sleeper, 151 points. But Tony will go up against Odie next week. We'll get to the matchups real quick as we kind of belabor the rest of this Packers game, which looks like Watson maybe just caught a ball. Yep, there you go. Congratulations. Well, let's get to my matchup. So again, still playing itself out. We got Watson. We got the red zone. Cody's down 19 right now. Watson's got two catches for 25 yards at the point of this.
Yeah,
So
it's 2 touchdowns. Pretty much.
he's got to get in the end zone twice. We're having massive yards. So the Rams should cover him appropriately. All in all, though, I mean, with that deciding it, we'll see what happens. Huge weeks for me. We kind of went to highlighted matchups. My matchups played out the way I thought, except for my defensive matchup. So again, Allen, huge week. McCaffrey, huge week. Dobbins honestly was a great week from a carry perspective. The dude only saw the field 38% of the time and put up 125 yards. That's huge.
He looked fantastic. Like, he was slippery out there. He was pivoting good. He looks really good. Has me kind of excited for next year.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, his stock still holds true with Lamar being out. I mean, obviously they're going to lean on running more than they're going to pass. So I like that going forward. The rest of the team was, like I said before, just a kind of nothing crazy to get excited about. But Jesus, I got the Chiefs matchup wrong. I was like, I banked that sucker out. I was like, the Chiefs are my play. Good matchup. And then the Houston Texans decided, I guess, they're going to play football.
They came out and played tough. Like, it was a weird game too.
Yeah, I probably don't move off the Chiefs, just FYI either. They got Seattle next week, and then they got Denver if I make it to the championship. So I stick with that probably. But
yeah, this game would have been a lot closer. Butker missed 2 unusual field goals, right? An extra point, and then a 40, like a low 40, I think. So I mean, that would have put it, another 6 points closer. 6 or
oh, for sure. I mean, and then the Vikings had 2 touchdowns taken away from them too. So it's like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, this game could have easily. Yeah, no, I understand why Cody's quitting everything now, because this Vikings defense should have had 30 points.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely did not look that way in the first half. I was pretty excited about that. But no, they got a lot taken away from them there. No, all in all, I mean, well, even Jefferson. I mean, even Odie texted me. Like, I think Jefferson had like 1 catch in the first half. I don't know, something stupid. Yeah. And he fucking gets 12 catches or 11 catches for 123 in a score. Like, It's a tough second half for me from a fantasy perspective. But we'll see how it shapes out. Cody made the right call. I was actually, when Fields was playing, I was like, 23. He obviously did not play Montgomery, so that will cost him. He played him over Williams. Any thoughts on that?
Watson was the guy that I would have benched. Maybe.
You would have benched what?
Maybe.
So you would have played Montgomery in the flex or whatever?
If at all, right? I wouldn't have benched Williams. I mean, I know he came off a rough game last week too. But I mean, he could have easily been one of these games where he had multiple.
Rough. I mean, really?
Yeah, but you're looking for a touchdown, right? You're looking for a touchdown to hit that 15, 20-point mark. That's it. And yeah, I don't know. The Jets were a tough D, right? So that's where it's tough. Yeah. These snaps are way not as high as I thought. Yeah. God, yeah. I mean, you're right. It probably Williams would have been the talk because Watson's 30, 20, 20, 20. So.
No, exactly. I don't know if I would have been Watson either. I mean,
yeah.
We'll see. I mean, definitely, if you ever look, and I talked about this before, I hate watching the day-to-day or the moment-by-moment fantasy because you're always second-guessing all the calls and plays and things that went your way or not, penalties that take away touchdowns, that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I mean, we'll see. From that perspective, though, as I said, I told you I was going to win this son of a bitch. I'm one step closer. The fantasy gods are waving their flag at me, just saying, it's for you, buddy. Because if Hurts is out, and I got to play the winner of this, well, actually, I don't know for sure. No. Because if Cody wins, he would play... Cody was sorry, I'm waffling here. I don't remember what Cody's seed was. Cody was the 3, so he would play. He would play
Odie.
Odie. Yeah.
Yep,
So if
3
Cody
always
wins,
plays
yeah.
2.
So we'll see. But I mean, it's not looking great for Cody here. Who just scored that touchdown? Dumb bitch. Hope it wasn't. No, it's
I'm loading it up. Plays. Dylan?
Dylan again.
Oh,
What
man.
a start. What a start. How about them
Just
Packers, Odie?
rubbing it
What
in,
about
John.
the Packers? What a bunch of shit. Rodgers gonna retire too, Odie, huh? Huh?
Hopefully.
Comment about that.
I think talk about how good I am, Bones says. Yes, good game, Bones. Good trade. We both
good
won.
trade. You really did it. 1 weeker. No, so anyway, we'll see what happens. But one step closer for my team if we can pull this sucker out, which is looking pretty good. So breaking down quickly, I don't know, what do you want to talk about the loser side?
I just want to show that I won, right? And I'm gonna play my cards a little early here, but I think Lawrence is gonna be highly hyped next year, and will probably end up being right. He'll probably go ahead of Kyler Murray. I bet next. Well, Murray's hurt, so that's not a fair thing to say.
No,
But
he's looking great. I mean, he's looking really good.
yeah, I mean, especially against the Cowboys, pull out a win, let alone 40 points on them, I thought was impressive. But yeah, I mean, tough. Muse had me dead to rights. He just needed an average game out of Herbert and I think it was Schultz in the later games, and he just didn't get anything right. And
No.
yeah, it was over after that. Sorry, Muse.
Yeah, I mean, poor Muse.
Yeah. And yeah,
I
going
can't
to
wait for next year. I mean, this is
yeah.
happening. Sacco penalties are occurring. I mean, I'm half tempted just to throw John at that one, just because.
Oh shit, that's a
invite me into
good
the
point.
Discord. How do I invite you to the Discord? How do I do that?
Invite me to the. Oh, okay,
Add
we can do
friends
that.
to DM. I don't know how to do that.
Yep,
How do you do
it's at top right. Yep, add friends and
All right,
then
hold on. Wait, talk your
just
shit, Odie. Get you
Odie.
in here. I don't know how to do that. We're not friends.
Oh, I got him.
Yeah, add him in. I'll talk shit to your face. First of all, nobody wants to see your ass win twice.
Wonder if this is gonna break it.
Probably break everything. Confirm new group. What does that mean?
That's not what I wanted to do then.
Oh man, I went out. Odie, you're breaking the system.
Oh yeah, you're not showing up now either. Ah,
Sheila
I'm
gets
breaking
ripped
it.
next year. That's true. I mean, unless he gambles again.
Well, he just can't get caught.
No, he's gonna gamble it away. You can bet on something. Oh, all right. I'm hopping back in here. See you in the championship, bitch.
Ooh. You're lucky there's a reseed, otherwise I'd have to whoop your ass this next week.
Oh, no.
Alright, let me
All
fix
part of my
this.
master plan. I creep in. I talked about that last week. I said Cody should have lost, so he got to play Daryl. That was on his ass.
Oh, that was totally on his ass.
You gotta think about this shit. I wouldn't want to play. I want him to play Tony.
You broke yourself.
Now you're sideways. No, John. No. All right, fine. John says this has to go into punishment and it goes into the next year. I mean, I guess I agree with that, but yeah, all our 4 people we lost a whole viewer because of you.
Because of me, because I joined.
So okay, that's good. So Bones and John are still hanging out.
You've been wanting interaction from people, and we finally get it.
Yeah,
And you
well,
bitch
I mean, I'm
about it.
loving it. No, it's good. It's good to talk to you guys. What are your thoughts, Odie, on these matchups? Anything? Quick breakdown? Anything? Have you been? I mean, would you rather play me or Tony?
Honestly, I would rather. I'd
do it.
rather play you, to be honest.
Well, good. You're not gonna get your wish.
Think so?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. No, I mean, I haven't looked at my next week's matchups yet to really tell you who's better, Tony or me, on the matchup side. I mean, Tony's team has got the chance to go up for like 160 with his receivers. Like, he could just go nuts.
Giants will hold Kirk Cousins. Alvin Cook won't do shit for me. Where's Sanders. Sanders has Dallas divisional. That'll be tough.
There you go. Now we're looking good.
Stevens, Cincinnati. That'll be tough. Yeah. Evans.
Yeah, you look good. Yeah, we look good. Good enough. I mean, for us, our faces and shit. But
There's
no,
there's a lot of tough matchups at the end of the season that really make this difficult.
I know I hate that. They don't do
yeah.
that.
Sleeper sucks. Let's go back to Yahoo.
No, we're not going back.
No.
You gotta make money somewhere.
I don't know. Tony's team might actually have a tough enough week where he's beatable.
Oh, I mean, your team is good. I mean, geez, I mean, who was your? I can't see your team to like tell me how did you come out with 150? Where were your big hits?
So my team was Mahomes with 32, Barkley with 23, Cook
Oh, there we go. I can see
27.
it. Yeah. Yeah. So your studs showed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a hot, solid week. I mean Buffalo's defense. That's a not that you would have done anything had you. I mean, they got
Buffalo's
Chicago
defense
too.
has definitely dropped off the last about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing where like
Yeah, that's a good team.
this last
Mhm.
week I lose to Kershaw because Mahomes throws 3 picks. And then the week before that, I lose because New England puts up like 39 or whatever it is. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Um, yep. I'm playing Walker more than likely. Walker Bark. Pollard's got Philly, which makes it really tough to play.
You know what? Sorry, off this. John made a comment on the thing. I have to address it. Bo says he can't hear you, Kershaw. I don't know if that's something you did. He's talking about points against. So there you
Damn
go,
it.
Odie. You had the easiest way into the freaking thing. Well, besides Daryl, I guess.
What's
So points against. You had this second least points against in the top 6 teams that made it in.
that? Yeah, but then I was like, what,
Oh,
second
that's
or
just
third
since.
for most
Okay.
points?
Oh yeah, second. Second.
So it's not like my team couldn't have put up against.
No, I just giving you shit. Now, I mean, John's upset because he has the poopy next to his points against, but he also put up 1,500 points too. So what do you do? Also, John, can we? I mean, you're in the chat, obviously. Can you address your 45-point just embarrassment of fantasy football last week, please?
That was the best thing is Adam like by himself just going pro bono solo there without Kershaw just dissing John.
I mean, I loosely call John my friend, but now I've lost all respect for you, John.
Who is he?
Injuries. You don't even have a full lineup, Kraft. Empty bench spots sitting out there. You know those are free now, right?
Future Sacco.
Future Sacco, John Kraft. How's road going, John? But no, we like I said, from a Sacco perspective, we're gonna have Muse going against John. I mean, we definitely need a punishment, though. It's got to happen next year. So prepare yourselves. We'll vote on what it's going to be, but get ready for bring ideas to the table on that. For next year, the Sacco is in full effect. Some funny punishment to be had for sure. So that'll be good. But all in all, I don't know.
Just for the record, I called out Muse. I called it out week 3.
Roll the tape.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who's gonna win here, or win or lose. They're bad teams.
Oh, we talking Kraft versus Muse now?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, I mean, I still think John has better players.
Well,
I guess.
what's
So I
crazy
guess Muse's
is
team's worse.
yeah, what's crazy is like even when Detroit's gone off, John's team has still lost, right? So it'll be. I mean, you can't even say that Detroit's going to roll over Carolina and John will win. It doesn't really mean anything.
How much do we owe?
All of it.
So Adam, do you think next year defense, so instead of a half a point for every point scored against, it should be more like a point? So if a team gives up more than 15, since the NFL average is like 20, that would also almost be a nil if they get a sack, like 2 sacks and a pick. You'd almost be at a 0. You're giving up like 35. Well, then you're at minus 30. Well, you'd be at minus 20. So then like 3 sacks, you'd be at minus 14. A pick.
So you think 1 point should equal a sack?
No, I'm saying,
No, he's saying
that
half a
every
point. Yeah.
every point you give up is 1 point.
Yeah.
Like
Is that a
so you
half?
start with 15 like we have been, but the NFL average for points this year is like what 22 or I mean something like that.
It's
So if you
down
went to
from before.
Yeah, but if you went to full point, basically it means that
So, I mean, you'd have a good chance for your defense getting negative points.
Yeah, it seems like we'd have a bunch more negative, and I think that would annoy the bejesus out of people.
but then you have the option, pay the penalty or draft a good defense.
I think we'll be seeing more like if I had a Monday night game and I'm up by even 10 and I only have a defense, I'm gonna bench him. Right, I'm gonna just take him out. Right,
Yeah,
take
it's
the win
possible.
over. I don't think that's the kind of stuff I would gear a league towards, but
I think I think generally fantasy football is more enjoyable when you're putting up big numbers, right? Versus trying to win in the minute. So like the more points we can give to teams, I think that that's probably a good thing as long as it's like ratio wise. And I need to look at that from a defense perspective, how that broke out. But we talked about it a few weeks back about how like the discretion from like the top team to like the 10th team and the points differencing. I don't think defense has been terrible. Biggest one for me is tight end. I don't know. John threw a couple ideas out there too, like a pick 6 penalty. I don't know if that's supported in sleeper. It might be from a quarterback because I know it's not counted against the defense, which is nice from points against. But then yeah, maybe getting rid of kickers.
I think
Yeah,
kickers
yeah,
have
Bones. I
value.
think wins against average is absolutely something I would consider. So yeah, you get 2 wins or 2 losses per week or 1 and 1 based on points for.
I think
Um,
kickers.
and just to show what that looks like, right? I'm showing the quarantine league here, and it doesn't show it on desktop. But basically, it takes the median average, and you have to beat it, which is the top 5 teams get a win. Basically, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, so you get double. I mean, so I like that. It definitely levels it out. So I mean, that's something to consider, guys. If you're watching this thing, let me know those. But yeah, I mean, I fucking hate it. I should have a T-shirt that says "Can't play defense," right, or whatever, because I hate that when you put up a huge game and you lose by, a point or two, and you had
Yeah.
a great week. But no, I mean, kickers. I'm not against it. It's something I would explore. Kickers suck. I mean, they're just so unpredictable, and it's not even their own doing, right? They just can't. They don't get opportunities. Teams are kicking less now, I think, if I were to guess. Like they're going for it on 4th down more. So just that, and then even going for 2-point conversions, like all that shit. I mean, obviously you can say that's fantasy football, but if we did do it, even John, you're listening to, like, I don't. You had just added as a flex then, like a wide receiver, running back, tight end flex, or I mean, that's probably what we have to do. I don't want to go to a super flex there.
And you don't want to go to an odd either.
Is
Odd
it
number.
because we changed the scoring for kickers? So, like, if a kicker kicks a 23-yard field goal, you only get 2.3 points for it, where before that would have been
3.
3.
3 points, and then obviously a 50-yard field goal is still worth 5 points, but before a 50-yard field goal was worth 8.
No. No, but 50 yards always been 50. A 51
No.
yarder's now worth 5.1.
50 was
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
5, wasn't it?
Before you'd get the 3 points plus you
No.
would get the yardage kind of bonus. So that's what made like Justin Tucker and McManus.
I don't know if that was. I don't
That's not
remember.
how it works. No, unless you had
Kickers-
special
kickers-
rules in TMH. But that's not how kickers work in most leagues.
I feel like the kickers were worth more points in previous years.
That's usually you drafted him in the 3rd round.
Well, and that's because they were kicking more, like Adam said, right? Now the analytics really says 4th and 1, you should be going for it more than not.
Should, but
I mean, there's certain coaches that don't. Yes,
John's putting you on blast. Call him out, Odie.
I thought that was Bones for sure that said that. I wanted to.
I don't like. I like the idea of maybe getting rid of kickers. I do not. I hate the idea of super flex, John. I hate it.
Oh, Superflex is great, but we
No.
can't with 12. We can't with 12. You can't do Superflex with 12. I mean, it's
Something to
not
consider.
as
I'm not
much
against
fun.
dropping kickers.
Yeah. I wanted
but-
to go to Travis's team and his matchup. Right,
Sure.
right. I mean, he could have lost Eckler and Hurts. So I think even if you win and go on and
yeah,
win
John,
next
get
week,
in the Discord.
you
Talk trash.
get an asterisk on your win, Adam. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry. Well, you cut out a little bit on me. What did you say? If I win, I
You're
win.
gonna get an
whatever?
asterisk if you win. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheated.
fucking asterisk. That's fantasy football. I had Dobbins on my bench the whole fucking year. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna earn my way into this championship, and I'm gonna beat whoever I gotta beat. Odie, well, nobody wants Odie to win.
Why
Win
not?
last
Not
year.
back to backs. Yeah.
Come
What are you
on.
gonna do in your winnings, Odie? You gonna buy a cow?
Hey,
Ooh,
good.
you
It's not a bad
know.
idea.
You
Not
buy
a
a cow
bad
for
idea.
$1,000?
He used to.
You could buy a calf.
Yeah.
Fucking maybe that's what I'll do. I might
You
just
want to
buy
buy
a
a baby
calf.
calf?
I don't think you can have a
I'll give
calf
you a
in
deal.
town.
Well, I'll
You can
leave
have
it at-
goats.
I'll leave it at Odie's place.
Every win, Adam has an asterisk. That's right.
Andrew Luck, man, he should come back.
So, is Eckler going to
Break in
play?
half. He's like an anorexic girl right now.
He is tiny.
Is Eckler gonna play? I didn't know he was hurt. So let me
Yeah,
do a
he-
quick.
And so his shoulder came back negative.
What about
And
Jalen?
No, Jalen's out.
yeah, Hurts is out. They're not going to play him.
Yeah,
Could miss the next 2 weeks.
Right, that alone is enough, I think, to.
God. Yeah.
I mean, Jacobs is very good at football.
He is not going to go off like he has. That was
Well,
just
he's
a
going against
fluke.
Pittsburgh. I don't know how good Pittsburgh's run
Mhm.
defense is, but
It's been volume, right? And he's been productive. I mean, his yards per carry for the year has got to be, it's 5. It's good enough.
yeah.
Getting targets.
Who
Yeah.
are the- Yeah, I mean Philly against that's actually a hell of a matchup. That'll be fun to watch. Philly against Dallas.
Dallas.
I
That's
mean, without Hurts in, I mean that. But it's Gardner Minshew time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't he the back?
he can go off a little bit. He can keep
Yeah,
keep the train going maybe. Especially with that really good offensive line.
for sure. No, I mean obviously, yeah. I mean Travis's team not a full stack. I mean sure, but I mean it is what it is, right? That's fantasy football. We all had injuries, so I'll take it if I can get into the championship. And then it's just one lucky week. I'll fucking take that. I'm just
Yeah.
wanting you guys to know I probably won't win, but if I win, I called this bitch.
Yeah.
Called this bitch, and my team hasn't changed that much from when I drafted.
But you always call
Bullshit.
it.
Very uncommon of me.
You always call
Least
it.
amount of transactions right here.
Oh, you always have. You don't even know how to hit a transaction. That's the problem. You don't even know how to do the buttons.
Walker, buddy, $93. Everybody said it was a fool's play.
No one said it was a fool's play. We all said it was the obvious choice.
What was like $90 on that guy?
Yeah.
93. I blew my load.
We all said it was the obvious play.
It was, but then everybody gave me shit for the amount I spent. I'm like, what's the
Who
point?
gave
If
you
can
shit?
get-
All the
probably
take.
like Adam talking shit.
I mean, obviously.
But
I mean that's probably I probably
don't
did.
count.
But that take that for.
Adam, if you play people and they have an injured roster, you get a double asterisk now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one for each injury he had.
Oh man, I cobbled this thing together. No.
It-
I
It'll.
found a new. I'm not gonna tell him yet. But I've been following a different source this year a little bit on the Twitter. So
And you're not
he's
even
been
giving
me
it
a
up.
little tips here and there.
Man, he's holding back. That's why he had me do the pod, because he knew it'd sabotage my season.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. No. I mean, Bones. Yeah. I mean, Walker was a great pickup. It's probably. I mean, honestly, we could look at that too. Like, honestly, we even talked about it, I think on one of these episodes, Kirsch, with like free agency wasn't great this year in general. I mean, Walker's probably got to be the best.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at them all, but I mean, nobody sticks out. Like, that's a great pickup. I mean, Lawrence as of late has been good,
Foreman
but he
was
wasn't
great
like
for
this
me.
like marquee pickup.
Yeah, I got Foreman for free when McCaffrey was traded.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it, but
Watson,
ju-
it's been great
Oh,
for Cody.
Makers.
Right.
How'd
Evan
they score
Ingram
that
for
other
2 weeks.
touchdown? Odie, do you know how the Packers scored that last touchdown?
I'm looking
I
it
wasn't
up
paying
now.
attention.
It wasn't Watson.
Rogers to Jones. 7-yard touchdown.
Oh. Sweet. It's looking really good. Okay. But no, I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll with me destroying Travis. So
So does sleepers reseed everybody then?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So everything gets reseeded in. So from a sack or from the we can look at that real quick too. So Kershaw, you were the ninth seed, and Bones was the 10th seed. So you get to play. So Sam is the highest seed, so he'll play Bones, and then you'll play Shane.
Nice.
So Shane was one of those guys that I'm very happy that didn't make the playoffs, right? Obviously I made the playoffs by 3 points. So, you know what that's worth. But I didn't want to play Shane's team down
Looks
the pipe.
like Sam put up 137 and Shane put up 133 this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm just looking at
both
Shane's
would've went.
team this
Yeah.
week. Yeah, I mean Godwin had a huge game. He had a pretty well balanced game. I mean Tyreek Hill. There you go, Daryl. You could have had 21.9 points from Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
To not be. How bad would Shane's team be had he had not made that trade?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking at least, what, 100-point difference between those two?
Oh, for
Well, at
sure.
least.
Well, I mean, Cooks is.
Wait, maybe he's been dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's been, but nothing burger. But
Yeah.
yeah. Does winning a consolation bracket matter at all?
Yes, though.
Yeah, it does. It just matters based on the balls that go in for the draft picking next year. So if you win, you get 6 balls in, then it goes down. Same with sorry, the other way is inverted, right? So 6 gets up to 1, but to
Yeah.
incentivize you to try to win. It doesn't matter as much as it used to, of course, but the lottery dictates that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have bad matchups. And, like,
Balls.
Shane doesn't have good matchups, right, with
No.
Miami playing Green Bay at
It's
home.
not a. But then AJ Brown without Hurts.
Yep.
That's a huge loss, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
It'll be huge for him.
Godwin at Arizona, he
if-
could still go.
If Goddard comes back, that may pull a few touches away.
Yep.
The
Yeah, no running backs on him, I mean, outside of Jones.
To your question, John, on the main bracket, it's inverted. So if you get 6th, you get 6 balls. Up to 1, get 1 ball. So obviously the incentive on the winning side is to win because you want the fucking money, not to get your draft pick. So you don't need to double dip it with the more balls. So anyway, so yeah, John, you're gonna get 2 or 1 balls, probably 1 ball. Uno. Man, I'm so excited. I am so excited for the Sacco punishment. I mean, obviously, who doesn't want $1,000 or $1,100? I'll get those totals put together too, John, for you. Especially after this week, but I just didn't want to waste my time since transactions are still going to happen. But man, I'm excited for that Sacco. That is going to be the best thing ever. I know Shane's got a buddy that does a punishment. They were deliberating on what the punishment was going to be, but we'll set the punishment at the draft. So
I think you might even want to do it earlier, where like
Oh,
people
jeez.
have to consider like, do I want to be in this league? Right? You can't do it at the draft because you're already committed. Like if you're at the draft, you're not gonna leave. We're not gonna find someone else, right?
well, here's the thing. We're not. It's not like we're gonna be like donate your kid to like the Hutterite colony.
For a week,
You know,
yeah, just a week, guys.
Just to-
You can keep
no,
the
I mean they
profits.
gotta be real. Like tattoos are off the table. Nothing dumb like that. Like more like just embarrassment shit. Like take the ACT or ride a bus to
Take
Grand
the
Island,
ACT.
Nebraska.
Doesn't that cost a couple $100?
It does.
Well, don't fucking lose, Odie.
I'm not gonna
The
get a
winner has to
fucking
pay for it.
tattoo on my face. What if it's like one of those semi-temporary ones?
Oh, that would be kind of funny. Well, no, because then I can already hear it. John's gonna be like, "UPS will fire me." Okay, John, who
We can't
cares?
do that.
Yeah, no, we
One
can't
of
do
those
that.
ink
But we
box
could have you
ones.
do. We could have you like wax your ass. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Jesus, the winner
Well, I'm
has to
just
do it.
saying. I mean,
No, the guy who gets second place has to actually do the waxing. So there's
maybe.
even more on the line in the championship.
I recently found out that you can wax your taint, which I guess I.
What?
Duh.
No, it was in a movie I was watching, Bad Moms Christmas with my wife, and the guy is getting his taint waxed.
Or you can get your butthole bleached.
And he did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Catherine
mean, there you
Hahn.
go.
Yeah.
No, there's been some really good ones. ACT's great. I mean, there's so many good ones. We'll come up with something, but
I would not.
I mean,
wanna-
here's the worry, and I looked down the list. And I'm if Tony, you still watch these things and listen to them, don't be that guy. I'm a little worried about you not doing it.
Me?
I'm being honest.
Me, right?
No, I'm not. No, you'll do it.
Oh, or Odie, huh?
What? Do what?
The
What's Manzilla?
What?
John wants me to ask you. Welcome to 2012. Ask Alex about the Manzilla.
Manzilla.
I don't know what the fuck the Manzilla is.
What are you talking about, John? Oh man, this has been fun. But no, we need to, like I said, punishment is incoming. John, I'll double check on that. I need to check on.
Wanna
I'm
write
pretty
it
sure that's
down?
the way the balls work, though. I know we changed it. I have some old notes. I'll check that. I think. Do you remember Kershaw already? If it for the loser side, did we just automatically let the guy who won the losers bracket pick his choice of spot, or did he go into the balls now?
It was the balls. We had the most for whoever won.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
yeah,
Losers brackets all ball, and then
the rest was set out.
reverse order. Pick your
Wait,
spot.
no, but we changed that to ball. I think we went everybody was in the balls last year.
I think so too. So it was like
Yeah.
if I won, let's say I win the bracket consolation, I get 12 or 15 balls, whatever, however you do it. And then it goes
it's six.
down. Nope, because then you guys are at 6 through 1, the guys that made the playoffs. Whoever got 6th gets 6 balls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right?
I think you're fucking wrong.
Well, it's your league. You should know.
I know. I have notes. I gotta look. I know that. Gotta look. I focus on winning, guys. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
this is
all
the
I'm in
first
it
year
for,
where
so then
you've
I don't
been
even have to bring the
focused.
football back.
Bullshit. I won it a couple years ago.
I don't see your name on the ball. Just like Travis, I think he lied about that.
No, Travis' name is not on the ball.
Does not. I verified
No.
Travis. I
Yeah.
looked. I own the ball.
Not on there. My name's
Odie
on
is
there. Might be
sitting
an
on the
asterisk.
football right now,
No.
just grinding back and forth.
Oh, August then. Gotcha. Okay. Sorry,
But yeah.
clarifying.
All right, let's get quick hits. Who
okay.
Odie, who's gonna win between Adam and Travis? Go.
I didn't even look at their.
Oh,
matchup
just
here.
give me a quick one.
Hurst is out. I'm gonna go Adam.
Okay. I'm leaning that way too. There's literally 3 injuries. 2 of them are probably going to play, but it just means they're banged up. I think Adam got lucky and got a good matchup. Now,
Yeah. See,
Adam, go ahead, Odie.
if I wanted to play Adam this week,
Yeah. Now, Adam, who's going to win out of Odie and Tony?
I can't go against Odie's team as much as I don't want you to win, Odie. Your team is good.
Mhm.
I'm just looking at it again. It's hard to find. And here's the other thing is I don't think Kirk's. I don't like that Giant matchup, and he needs a big game out of quarterback, and I don't think he's going to find it against the Giants. So Giants are playing good as of late. So and they're kind of a dirty team. Like there's a team that just doesn't like excite me to put up a lot of points against. So I will
What do you
go Odie.
What are your thoughts on Jerry Judy finally coming around the last 3 weeks of the year?
It's just volume.
Volume. Yeah, he's the only
Yeah.
freaking human being that has any.
Sutton's hurt. Hilton's hurt. Right. They just got nothing else there.
Yeah.
And he's not some. I mean, I loved him coming out of the draft. I don't think he's anyone. I'm gonna have to wait and see some more before anything comes out of it. I am actually going against Odie here. I think Tony's gonna get a big play out of 2 of his wide receivers, and it's gonna be hard to come back from that. But Odie, you always have players that can, like I like to say, break the slate as well. So you could easily have one of your 3 running backs go for 40, and then it's pretty much game over from there.
Yeah. No, that seemed to be a good matchup to watch. I mean, I think obviously Travis's team is good as well. I mean, you don't put up the most points. Well, second most. No, most points for.
Most
Yeah.
points for.
But I mean, you're right. With losing Hurts for sure. I mean, at minimum, that probably takes 15 points off of his total what he would have had, right? At minimum.
Yep.
So now, and again, you're right. With other injuries, he might be looking at, and he's kind of got a questionable backfield issue with his flex. So because that night didn't look great, and it looks like he got hurt.
Yep.
And Wilson's hurt, so Fournette would be his guy. So he'll probably look on the waiver for somebody there too. But, yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm not upset. Not like I want to go up against. There's no bonus points for beating teams that are good or not. Like I don't give a shit. I hope all of these teams gets hurt next week. I don't give a shit. Sorry, man. I just hope it happens. I don't care. Hope all you guys get hurt. I don't know. No, we'll see. We'll see. But we'll leave on this. So who's the Sacco? Muse or John?
John.
Muse.
I will say no, John, because Muse won to get me into the playoffs.
Oh,
John, you're the Sacco, and I'm tattooing your ass.
I say Muse because I picked him back in week 3 to be Sacco. Sorry, buddy.
Yep.
Watson and Jefferson get a TD tonight. Will cover the winner's entry fee.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah.
last Thursday I won 210. That covered. Hopefully that'll cover my entry fee. My God.
Right away. There you go. Back to the dailies to cover your fantasy football
Yep.
ineptness. There you go.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Good stuff,
Anything,
guys.
parting words? Anything you want to leave on, gentlemen? Otherwise, we'll wrap this up and look into next week. But
No, I think we need to do more lives. I think the lives are fun. Bringing
just
people
do a live.
on.
Maybe we'll do the lives through the playoffs. That'd be fun. Especially, it'd be nice if their games were really close coming down to it. But this week, nothing was up in the air for matchups besides Cody and I, and that's not going to come to fruition. So
Mhm.
there you go.
Well, Adam, I'll see you in the championship
right.
next week, same time.
Same time. All right. Thanks for hopping on, dude.
Yeah,
no
thanks,
problem.
Odie.
All right, man.
All right, thanks, Al.
Well, thanks, John and Bones for playing along too.
Later.
Later.